Welcome all to another edition of Shoot the Shit Saturday. Sorry we were out last week, but here we are back again. And today we are joined by Obsolete 2003 and Janaj DB7, Valkyrie Grinder, and Nick, featuring probably special guest Donnie, which he'll be heard in the background. And let's kick it off. So what's our first topic?
We got a full house tonight, so I think the first topic should be our mysterious absence that we had, I think the past 2 weeks that we haven't been able to do a shoot the shit.
I thought you all were dead.
Dead to you, maybe. No, I want to address that actually first and foremost. The reason we haven't been able to do the shoot the shit the past couple of weeks is because we have actually been very, very busy with a great number of things. We have been preparing Oddities and Entrails, our upcoming Halloween special, our all-month-long Halloween special. If everything has gone according to plan, by this point, the very first episode of Fallback Friday should be up and on the channel. So I do hope that if you've watched that already, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have not watched it, be sure to check it out after you check out this shoot the shit. But other than that, how about you, Obs? What do you got?
How's it going, everyone? It's going pretty good myself. The last game I have so far is Control. That's a pretty cool game. I can get a little more in depth with that in a little bit, but like as said, we can have a full house right now, so it's pretty cool. I'm happy we all got together.
Hey, can I do my like slow jazz type voice care? Like, hey,
no.
Let's take it down, all right?
No.
That's not jazz.
This is espionage.
They can't see the reference of what you're
I
saying.
don't care. This is me I'm a method actor, okay? I get into character, so I have a prop that they can't see.
This is not about you.
I'm allowed to talk to how I want. See, that's the problem. I don't want to be stifled. I can speak however I want, and if I want to do the guise of like a slow listening radio DJ, I can do it.
But this isn't the place.
Why not? I say it is the place. Yeah,
it is not the place. This is the place of conversation, not a one-way radio.
Moving on. How's everyone else doing?
I'm doing good. Low, slow, and in control.
You had your moment. Moving on. Next person.
So I am proud to report that my computer's been doing well since I recently built it. In case those that are curious, I'm using a Ryzen 3 with Beta graphics, RX 580 video card with along with 60 gigabytes of RAM, and actually for the first time, I was using solid state for this build, and I am very pleased with the results thus far. I see sitting with this machine for a long time.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm also be pleased to announce that we're getting us a better mic, so we don't have to go through this whole multiple headset bullshit over here. That'll be a decent quality, a decent gain to
bad mouth my poor Logitech. It's the little headset that could, okay?
Anyways, so I will say that you should be hearing some better quality in our end when we're doing Shoot the Shit Saturday and Fallback Fridays. And I believe also, just so you guys know, we are, with proper guidance, we are planning to build a server of our own so that way we can run the games we want when we want instead of having to rent out a service or otherwise.
Yes, that is something that we had previously attempted to engage in, but due to fiduciary problems, it ran into a road bump and got taken offline.
Fiduciary problems?
Yes.
So
fiduciary.
Yeah.
Monetary.
Yes. So we're trying to bypass that by building a server of our own, which by a little bit I'll be the one be hosting it at my home. I'll get that all figured out, and I'll likely to encourage others to play with us and be a amazing server.
Indeed.
Yes. Stay tuned. More to come.
So how about you, Val? You've been quiet. I know that you got Borderlands 3. How's that working out?
I freaking love it.
Does it encapsulate? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, does it encapsulate the zeitgeist of the traditional Borderlands mythos? Is it in tune with the other games?
Yes, like it has the old characters, but they're not playable. But they are part of the game, especially Tannis.
Oh, Tannis is back.
All I know
That's Op's girlfriend.
where I'm at right now in the game, I want to throat punch the bad guy.
What class did you pick?
I am Black. He is the Beastmaster, and he's fucking sweet. And he's very depressing for a robot.
He's a robot?
Yeah.
I want to play the Siren in that game. I definitely intend and plan to pick up Borderlands 3 as well, but at the same time I want to pick up Control, and it's like so many damn games that I want. But at some point.
Yes.
Although I will say one game that... Oh, go ahead.
Nope.
Go ahead.
The Siren does look pretty awesome, and she does remind me of a Mortal Kombat character. And for the life of me, I cannot remember his name. But he's in the first movie, and he has the one with the multiple arms.
Goro.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
Goro or Shiva.
Yeah, he got punched in the nuts.
Yeah. I mean, not trying to sound so like happy about that. I don't wish it on anybody, but that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Somebody's stealing a car outside.
Ring, you better check, make sure it's not yours.
That sound always come on all the time.
It's not my car.
Have you tried split screen on the Borderlands 3 yet?
As a matter of fact, I think I saw them playing that.
Yes, but for streaming wise, I think it's best that I solo play that because it's like so compact and you can't really see the wording. Like,
There's no
it's
split
kind of
screen
far.
problems.
And the only thing that I've seen that bugs me is when you do play split screen, when you go into your inventory, it makes the other person lag. So that's probably the only thing that annoys me. But the rest of the game is pretty good.
Awesome. I know you have one video up so far. I look forward to more of them. I did. You saw me. I was in the stream. When you were playing, I didn't get to see the whole video, but I'm kind of reticent to watch just because I don't want to spoil too much for myself either. Because I do want to play that game.
Yeah, I wanted to stream, but I just didn't want to spoil too much too.
No, by all means, stream. I mean, I just personally may not watch the video until I actually have the game, just because I don't want to spoil it for myself. But hey, if people tune in to watch it, that means that they don't mind being spoiled, or they've already played themselves. So by all means, stream to your heart's content. And
And I've been playing Red Dead 2 a little bit more,
oh, cool.
and I haven't got very far in that game.
I keep meaning to, and if Mr. Coffee's listening, he'll I'm sure, nag at me for this, for lack of a better word. But I've been meaning to get into Red Dead 1, the first Red Dead Redemption. I just have not been able to, and I want to. I enjoy a good Western, just haven't been able to.
Well, since this is like the prequel, you're not like you're not missing anything. Like, you're not gonna miss anything because it's before the first one.
Red Dead 2 is a prequel?
Yes, it's before. It
I
takes
did not
place
know that.
before what happens in the first one.
I did not know that.
Oh, surprise!
So you wouldn't be spoiled anything if you play the second one first. You just may have an issue with dealing with the lack of mechanics in the first one.
But it's very but it doesn't leave you like in the dark. There's tutorials and it tells you how to do things.
Better be tutorials or you fucking bitch.
No, there is.
And one of the people who's been rather quiet so far is Springfield's own Lenny. I don't know his last name.
That didn't happen. I'm not Lenny. Anyway.
So you're not Lenny? Well, who are you?
I'm me.
So
Or am I you?
You're not me.
Are we one?
I am the one, the
No.
only rocket blasted,
How did you
longer lasting
take
ass beating never
This is an
Ah.
opportunity.
There.
Jeez.
Well, I was just
you choke
saying, you're
Oh.
not me. There is
I thought
only
you
one.
choked him. Anyway.
Nobody chokes me.
Anyways.
But anyway, how's it going? Whoever you are, how's it going?
It's going. How are you?
Good.
You play anything?
I'll just call you Cousin Obs.
That works.
Well, actually, I got a question. Anybody here ever hear of the game called Man of Medan?
No.
That is a game that I picked up recently, and I picked it up with the sole intent of playing it for our oddities and intros in October. It is a horror game. The full title of the game is called The Dark Picture, or The Dark Pictures Man of Medan. It's part of an anthology series. It's made by the people who made
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. I keep thinking New Dawn. But it's a kind of like a cinematic, almost like an interactive movie. It's a horror game, and I'm actually real excited to play it. It's something that we will be featuring on the channel. And it only just came out on the 30th of August. It's the first in what is supposed to be an anthology series, so there's going to be several games to come, not related, or I think they take place in the same universe, but they're like standalone games. But yeah, it's just something that I had seen about a few months back and came out August 30th. I decided to pick it up. It's a really cool looking game, so that's something that we will be featuring here on the channel for the month of October as well.
Yes. Big things happening for the month of October.
Yeah, plenty. So come on, who's got a topic?
Okay, so who here has seen it too?
I haven't seen.
I have.
I've seen the original It 1 and 2, but I haven't seen either
I've
one of the new
seen
ones.
The second, you're referring to Chapter 2? Yes, I've seen it.
Apparently, there were some, from what I've read, there were some goofy moments in the sequel or chapter 2. But from what I've heard, though, it's pretty good overall. My friend who does reviews rated it a 15 out of 10.
But how would it rate on the settled meter?
Fuck you to the settle meter. That's what it is.
The settled meter is our rating system. You've seen the settled meter.
Okay.
On a scale from settled to
Massively-
unsettled.
Massively fucking beyond settled. How about that?
Wow.
I don't know what our rating is. Like, is settled bad or is it good?
Remember, okay, on a scale from settled to unsettled, settled being absolute shit, unsettled being awesome as fuck, that's the scale.
Massively unsettled.
Okay,
That's from right here.
all right. So
Uh,
you call yourself an odds and ends and you don't even know the settled meter.
no, because I only used it like once.
I've used it another time. I did a review of the Doki Doki whatever thing.
Okay, but I wasn't paying attention to that. Anyways,
That's our rating system.
Going back to the movie.
yeah. So that's what I've heard. So maybe I'll see it soon. I'm not sure yet, but
But you've seen clips on YouTube, right?
no, I have not seen anything.
Do you watch movies?
Okay, so
See, I used to watch movies, but that stopped.
Why? What do you have against movies?
I just don't like to go alone.
Ah,
But, you said you saw it, Val? How did you like it?
okay, so let me lay it down for you.
damn.
Okay.
Keep it short.
So the second one, let's just say part one, I liked it a lot better. Second one, I believe Richie stole the second part with Eddie. Very comical, not so scary. I think I jumped once. And there's one issue that I had with it, but I don't want to go into and like spoil it for everybody.
It's no
I
reason,
personally
no.
don't care. I mean, I've seen the original. I haven't seen the new one, but I've
Let us continue the policy of not spoiling newly released films, please.
Right.
we always we spoil we. There've been times that
Motherfucker, I intend to watch it. Don't.
Okay, that's fine. If you don't want it
It's a
spoiled, that's
remake of
fine.
the TV
But it's
series
not.
of a
We don't have a
book.
policy.
What we're saying to policy starting today.
There is
the
no-
management is making
hey,
an executive
girls,
decision.
You cannot-
pretty, but let me finish what I'm
Yes, the
saying.
management is making an executive decision from this point forward.
You cannot just
Any
mandate-
film that had not been released within the past
So you liked
month
it, huh?
shall not be spoiled
Yeah,
on any reviews.
you cannot-
Let Val get back to.
Stayed number one,
No.
and it
I,
grossed
It
over.
will
I just
not
want
be
to say
spoiled.
this. You cannot, just mandate
That's
edicts
all I
here.
do.
You cannot have your cake
You too.
and
Watch it.
edict
Watch
Sorry,
it.
I can't hear you over
Yeah.
the two princesses arguing.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not a
Princesses.
princess. I'm a queen.
Well, you're acting.
Get your
no.
shit straight. I'm a queen.
So,
Yeah.
how was it, Val?
Okay, before I got rudely interrupted.
by ring.
Sure.
So I liked it. There was only one issue that I really had. I just read an article that it grossed for the third time. I think in 3 weeks it grossed number one. I mean, it was number one for the past 3 weeks, and it's over 300 million in sales. So I still like part one better. Part two was more comical. I only jumped once. I'm not saying I didn't like it because I did like it, and it's encouraged me to read the book because the newer it is based off of the books, or the book I should say. But I'm just curious about what the book has to say before I give a full judgment.
The
But
book,
again, I liked it. To each their own.
yeah, I liked it myself. I did see it. It was without giving anything away from the book or the movie. It is pretty different. The book is a pretty hefty read. It's over 1,000 pages, so just a heads up. But I like both. Obviously, in any type of transitions from story to movie, it's always going to be a little bit different. But I think they did a good job with the way they portrayed the movie. There was a lot of bits and pieces that they referenced from the book. There's even some Easter eggs here and there you kind of have to look that were kind of referenced.
Certain things had to be omitted from the book, of course.
Yes, there's just yeah, I won't get the specifics of that, but yeah, there's some things that were kind of left out. But
Anyone who knows it knows what we're talking about. That's all we're gonna say.
Yep.
but
I have an idea of what you're talking about. I hope I know what whatever. Anyway.
But it was a
That's
good one.
something y'all can talk about after. The
Yes,
recording.
the next movie is actually going to check out the 3 from Hell.
3 from Hell?
Yes.
What is 3 from Hell?
Yes.
It's the new Rob Zombie
Devil's
movie.
Reject.
Yeah, it's the third film in that, I guess, universe or whatever. It was House of a Thousand Corpses, then it was The Devil's Rejects, and now it's the last movie, 3 from Hell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna check that movie out pretty soon.
Are they a
Did you
trilogy?
hear
Are they
about,
connected to each other, or just?
They are. They're all connected in one form or another. Like the clown dude was from the House of the Thousand Corpses, and then he continued on into the Devil's Rejects, which featured 2 other characters. And I believe the clown dude will be back in the 3rd film. I might be wrong.
Should be. We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, he should be. I think I saw him in a promo for it. So, yeah.
That should be interesting. And yeah, the clown Sid Haig, he was like in some car accident recently.
Yeah, he was.
The actor?
He's in like ICU or something like that.
So it's
The clown is in ICU?
Yeah, the actor who played the dad.
Oh, the actor. I
Cut,
thought it was a
yeah.
killer clown that was in the ICU or something. I was like, what? Like, I'm afraid you've lost me.
You know who
He
else
just
was
got, like,
in an
seriously
issue
injured.
lately? It was Kevin Hart. He lost control of his sports car, and the roof got torn up, and he had the inability for a walk there for a while.
This was recent?
Yeah,
Back
very
issues.
recent.
Oh.
Yeah, it was happened like 3 weeks ago, and I thought that was could have been pretty traumatic and stuff like that. But he's doing better from what I'm told, but that'll be a several months recovery.
That sings.
Yeah.
Well, I got something I want to ask if you guys are done, or if you want to keep talking about that's fine, but I got something I want to ask.
Go for it.
So, for the month of Halloween, I want to obviously continue our shoot the shits, but I'd like to add an element to them, and I want your opinion on what we should do. I was thinking maybe it'd be a good idea to share haunting stories or ghost stories or something. You know, every time we do a shoot the shit, talk about like maybe a folklore story that we know about, an urban legend, or an experience we've had, or something that we know about happened locally. You know, here the Camaran, here where we live in San Antonio, there's a famous incident.
Cucuys?
The what?
The Cucuys?
The Cucuys, yeah. There's a famous incident that happened at a place called El Camaroncito. I don't even know if it's there anymore, is it? Or it's a strip bar now.
Have to wait.
Or, well,
With the devil stripper or whatever the hell it was on Old Highway 90.
why don't you tell him?
The devil stripper.
The devil stripper.
Yeah, there was like the devil show up in a strip club on.
We'll save this for
Yeah,
then.
save it, but the
Okay.
devil stripper sounds sick. Way better than the actual story.
The devil stripper.
Something about the devil. I'll research it so I can fully flesh out the story later.
Yes.
So
But
it's
that was
funny that you mentioned that.
How so?
I'm actually, if y'all are into watch or listening to podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
there's a podcast called Two Girls and One Ghost, and it's not what you think.
this is terrible already, and not for that reason.
Let me explain. My boss had sent me a message and asked me if I heard about Two Girls and One Ghost. And
You keep almost saying cup. I hear it.
okay, because that's what comes to mind. And I was traumatized, okay, about that. So I listened to the podcast, and it's actually about two girls talking about like hauntings and spooky stuff. And it's really good.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think
I
we
like
could do
it.
something like that for Halloween for our podcasts or our shoot the shits. But whatever happened to those two girls from the cup? Did they die from disease?
Well, let's hope they don't die, but it's still disgusting, and I don't even want to think about it.
Moving on.
Thank you.
I want to change the subject a little bit here. So one of our good friends of the group, she recently had a hospital stay due to her little girl having weight problems as a result of, growing up and not did the weight she needs. She did put out a GoFundMe, which we'll link on the YouTube video. So if you guys want to, contribute towards it, that'd be great. But it'd be much appreciated help with her bills and all that stuff, since I believe that she is temporarily out of work on FMLA. So if,
Her and her husband.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so we'll provide the link to it. If any of our fans will be nice enough to contribute to that, that'd be great and appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah, her daughter's only 11 months old. So
Yeah.
she's just a baby.
Yes, absolutely. We'll definitely put a link. So anybody who does listen, there'll be also a link to. I believe there's more information about it on the actual GoFundMe page. So anybody who wants more information, just visit the link, and if you can, give of yourself. For your heart is a dove on the wind, and you are the wind.
Okay,
that
now you're
carries
melting it.
What?
Now you're melting it.
Well, see, I try to be. Oh. Why? Okay. Topic. Why is S the doormat of this group?
Because you are.
Why?
Because you are.
No, I demand an answer.
Because you are the hero that is not, or no.
I'm the hero. Okay.
No.
So I take
I
it then. You're setting
me
yourself up
finish.
to be the protagonist, the antagonist. Then. So okay.
I am not a antagonist, but I'm a triagonist, which is the person who's third in the story.
So does
but
that?
you're not protagonist either. But I'm saying he is not the hero we wanted, but he's the hero we needed.
So what does that make Obbs?
The boss.
The anti-hero.
The anti-hero? Obbs is not the boss, okay? Let's get rid of that misconception right now. First of all, there is no boss around here.
Let's have a vote. Who's the boss? Obbs.
It's not
Obbs.
Obbs is the boss.
I love you.
There we go.
I heard Donovan say I will be the boss.
Donovan, you're
not.
7. You don't count.
I think there's the majority vote here.
Well, you know what? I hold majority stock.
This is a democracy, and the democracy has spoken.
Okay. Then
And the democracy also says that you must continue to do what you do without bitching.
I will not. Wow. Okay, so Obbs is not the
Good luck
boss.
with
My
that.
vote counts for more power than anyone. I am the founding member of this channel.
So am I.
I am the. You are the third member of the channel. You came in. Remember,
I came in right when the channel started. So I was there at the start when we converted from just YouTube.
It began as OBS and ESP Gaming.
Yes, but then it didn't actually.
And when it's actually, now that I think about it, I feel like it should be ESP and OBS Gaming.
It converted its current form, in which became that, and I was a founding member of that.
OBS is not the boss. Okay, I am.
Just get used to it.
OBS is not boss. Okay, okay.
voted again.
OBS, tell me something to do.
I want to be.
Be settle down.
Tell him
No.
to sit down.
No.
Oh,
Moving on. Did any of you guys see the new trailer for the new Resident Evil game?
No, I'm not.
No.
Left for Resident Evil
There's
Dead?
a new trailer for. Oh wait a minute! I think I did. Yes, you showed it to me.
Yes.
I was. It's not called Resident Evil though. It's called something else. right?
Project Resistance.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think of it right away. But yes, I saw it. It looks cool.
It looks interesting. It seemed like it was going to be a Resident Evil version of Left 4 Dead, but I don't think it's doing that. From what the new information that I've seen, it's going to be like Dead by Daylight. It's going to be one person calling the shots, and then there's 4 survivors.
Calling the shots.
No.
Yes.
Anyways, but yes, it looks like the person who's kind of calling the shots on the Umbrella side that are trying to plot things, I guess, and it's up to the other 4 survivors that are just random people. They're not quite affiliated with Umbrella or Stars or anything. They look like they're just your average citizen that are caught in this situation.
So essentially, to sum up, you guys will be my pawns, and I will be the master, the game master that
Okay,
dictates
you
where.
can shut the fuck up now
Look.
at this point, sir. You have no authority over this.
I have all the authority. I will shut this whole
Change the
operation
subject.
down.
Yes.
So
I have a change
I
of
saw
subject.
that Final Fantasy VII, the remake, I guess, because it's not a remaster,
It's on February.
will be released as a 2-part game. The first half of the game, which I guess is just 1 through 2, or 1 through 2, 1, 2, 2 out of 4 deaths will be the first half of the game, which will the game will cover. I also learned that the game will, on top of the current battle system, will also have a classic mode, which means it's a classic turn-based, wherever it may be, which I'm pleased to hear, because some people won't prefer that mode. Me, having played Final Fantasy 15, I do enjoy the new active combat system, and I can see myself enjoying it in the new game. But I also know there are many users out there who are very, very pleased at hearing that the classic mode will be enabled as an option for the game.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. What's the release date on that?
I believe 7
It's-
Part 1 is next year.
It's
Yeah.
early next year, like I think in February.
Cyberpunk's next year too, right? Or is it Cyberpunk this year?
Next year.
It's all next year. A lot of new games like right at the beginning.
Doom
of next year.
Eternal. So
Keanu Reeves is a god!
wow.
There's also a Zombie Island game coming out in November.
Yeah, I heard about that. Another Dead Island.
Yeah.
No, Zombie Island.
Zombie Island.
Well, there is a Dead Island in the
Yeah.
works now. I mean, it was, but it was shelved because Deep Silver doesn't know what the hell they're doing. But from what I saw, though, so far, it's not to be directly linked, as in like right after the second film or second game, Riptide, but will be its own little adventure, I guess. I mean, we all say the E3 trailer from like 3 years ago, where it was all, it was in Los Angeles that was,
Yeah.
being attacked and whatnot. So I'm not sure where they're going with that, but we'll see what happens.
I have a ESP useless fact of the day. Did you know that the word emotion rhymes with the words dream ocean?
I guess.
It's a useless fact. It is a fact.
And you're right.
How about you settle down?
No. I mean, it is. It qualifies.
That's right. Yes. So, another subject I want to touch on, actually, which some of you may be interested in.
Excuse me.
The trailer for The Mandalorian was released, which, if you're familiar, is the new Disney / Star Wars series about the Mandalorian and his misadventures. No, not misadventures. Actually, it looked pretty good. And I want to say misadventures, but the trailer did look rather impressive. It appears to be happening after the Battle of Jakku and before The Force Awakens. So it's relatively not that long after the original trilogy. And from what I saw, it is a series that will be on Disney Plus. But from what I've seen, it will be movie quality. They showed some alien races in Twilight. Nice. There looks to be some space scenes, which is nice also. But they did show off, I think his name is IG-55, I think, which was an assassin droid, yeah. And in combat with stormtroopers, along with the Mandalorian himself. So, me personally, I'll probably be subscribing to Disney Plus just for that, because if it looks good, why not get it?
I believe November 12th, there is a bundle that you can get for $12.99 where you'll be able to get the basic Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus for $12.99.
That's why I signed the door up for, because right now I got Hulu Plus, I guess, which I have, no commercials and stuff like that. That's what I currently have, so it probably won't be that much of a cost to upgrade.
A difference, yeah. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you have the Hulu without commercials, I think that's $11.99. The one that's going to be included in the Disney bundle, the total is $12.99, but it's the one that has commercials. So, I mean, I guess I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if they're going to do it like where you can maybe just pay the difference for the no commercials or whatnot.
We'll see. They are bad. They're annoying.
Yeah, they're trying to annoy us. They cannot let us watch YouTube.
So, quick deviation here. Val, I heard you say you wanted to, you were going to bring something up, and we didn't get to hear. What were you going to bring up?
Val?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
You were bringing up something?
Yeah, you were going to bring something up.
I already said it.
Oh, did you?
I guess it was the game, I guess.
Zombie Island.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I have a question that I've been wanting to ask as a question of the week for a while, and I'd like to ask that if nobody else has something else to bring up at this point.
Okay.
So, and I had kind of mentioned it to Obs and Ring during one of our 7 days playthroughs, but what strange, unique, or uncommon phobia do you possess? And it doesn't have to be anything big or like major, but just what's something that's kind of a strange or weird or like lesser known phobia. And I'll give you mine. I actually have a phobia of walking down the hall or on a sidewalk with somebody coming straight at me. My mind races whenever that happens, and I'm like on a path, on a beeline towards somebody. I'm like, oh man, what should I do? Should I greet this person? Should I ignore them? Are they gonna greet me? What if I say hello and they're rude? What if I
think they call that anxiety.
No, I don't suffer from anxiety. I'm actually a very open
anxiety,
person.
right? That's a form of anxiety, right? Where you have stranger danger thing going on.
It's not really stranger danger. It's just
it is stranger danger.
I am not.
No, it is a type of phobia.
It's a phobia.
Anxiety.
It's not necessarily a phobia. Okay, so maybe a phobia isn't. Just what's the weird thing? Like, what's the weird thing that makes you nervous or afraid or whatnot?
I know Val's is spiders.
That's common. That's not a strange.
Yeah, but she pushes me into the spider. Like that one time. She knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
She's the one who will do physical violence to preserve herself
against
and throw everybody else, at her disposal at a spider.
I won't do it to them. Anybody else is just shit out of luck.
I'm still pissed about that, by the way, because it was dumb as fuck.
Well, anyway.
And mind you, that's been like past 3 years since this happened.
Oh, for little.
Yeah, but I was like, look. Imagine if you were a table, like our desk right here.
Nobody can see you, Ring.
2 feet away, right? And I see oh look, there's a wolf spider on there, and she's right behind me, more than 3 feet away, and then she goes and shoves me right towards the fucking
Onto the
desk.
spider?
Onto the spider, which by the way, anyway.
Better you than me.
See? See?
Okay,
Hear this shit?
that sounds like a bit of an overreaction. I thought that basically you meant that basically she was shuffling to get behind you.
50-cent piece. Okay, it was huge. I don't.
It was not huge. It was smaller than a
It was
quarter.
fucking huge.
Excuses.
Well, I mean,
No.
when I heard the story, I kind of thought that it meant that you were in front and you shuffled behind him.
No.
I didn't know that. Like, did you shove him onto the table?
She fucking did.
Okay, that's okay.
I pushed the bitch out of the way.
I mean, does that count as the? Well,
If I could have thrown him, I would.
oh my god! Use them to swat the thing.
She couldn't. She didn't even want
The
to
bitch
deal with that. She just wanted to throw someone at it.
I mean,
And I was right
Yeah,
there,
if I hadn't
being
used
the
the
amazing
flamethrower, I
husband I
would've
was, you know, looking
I
at the
would've used
spider,
him as a fucking
analyzing it.
club.
Okay, what we're gonna do about the spider? And she goes and fucking just launches me at the spider.
What have I created? What have I?
honked out.
I'm not gonna calm down.
You fell
No,
down.
I said I honked out.
Oh,
You know, big green guy, marble guy.
I killed a snake once.
Aw.
I mean, I
the
did.
big one biting.
It was in the house. Like,
Did you murder the danger noodle?
I killed. I didn't know if it was. I didn't know. I don't know a damn thing about snakes. And this is a true story. 100% true. There was a snake in the house once. My aunt came running out saying
You
there's a.
murdered an innocent danger noodle.
It was innocent. It was
It was
preventative.
probably the one that was killing all the rats and mouse.
It was
that could get into your
preventive.
house.
Look, we live in an area by a ditch behind a big field. There's possibility of this is Texas, and it was in the summer. We have possibility of water moccasins, of rattlesnakes. I don't know if that damn thing's poisonous. I don't know snakes. All I know is there was a snake. I saw it, and this is true. The way I killed it, I have a sword mounted on my wall. I killed it with a sword. I impaled its head.
You
against the
murdered
corner.
an innocent danger noodle for no reason. You are a monster.
I don't know if it was poisonous. It could have been poisonous.
Was
We
it
don't-
this though?
No, it was a big one. It was like for the people that can't.
As he does the hand gestures to trying to show how big it is to the people who
2
cannot.
feet, 3 feet.
it was about maybe 3 feet long.
Danger, you killed an innocent danger noodle still.
Stop calling it a danger noodle.
Yes.
Like, stop. You and your memes
You
and your
steppy on snake. You do not steppy on snake.
snake.
You're a bad person.
Okay.
That
so
poor innocent snake.
What was I supposed to do? Let the damn thing run or slither around the house?
Corral it, sir. Caress it.
I am not
Calm it down.
Caress it.
Speak to it.
I am not a
Don't
goddamn
reach
snake.
out to the animal's inner soul to know that it
I
is
am
in
not a-
violation of a human domain.
I am not a goddamn-
And that it does not belong there.
I'm not a goddamn snake charmer. If I were, I would have been able to calm you down a
Who
long
said
time
anything
ago.
about being a snake charmer?
Did you get that? Did you catch that? You're supposed to laugh at that joke.
Moving on. I believe you had a question somewhere.
Yes, my question was, what strange, obscure, unique, or weird phobia do you have? Like something that's not considered like oh man, that's like well known. Like fears of spiders, fears of snakes, fear of public places, like agoraphobia. Those are common phobias. But what's something that's weird? Like if you have a fear of cotton candy or something, you know, that would count as a strange phobia. So mine is like when I'm about to cross paths with somebody and they're coming right at me, I always get like nervous because I'm like, man, should I say hi? But what if I say hi and they're a jerk? Should I not say hi? But if I don't, then they're gonna think I'm a jerk, you know. So that's my phobia. So, Ops, what's your strange, unique, weird, or obscure phobia? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a phobia, but what's something that makes you nervous or something like that?
Sinkholes.
Sinkholes, there. That's a good one. See?
Yes.
You always afraid that like the ground's gonna open up beneath you?
Not necessarily beneath me, but this thing's just terrifying. I briefly lived in Florida, and there was a case where, about 30 minutes from where I live, it happened just a few years ago where a sinkhole just randomly opened up in some guy's bedroom, and it completely just ate him, just swallowed him up whole. And they never recovered the body, and the whole house was basically condemned, and the house is nearby. Just the fact
Dang.
that those...
Never recovered the blood. That's creepy. That's scary.
Yeah, the fact that the ground could just randomly open up and swallow you
Swallow you.
whole, and then it's just like...
We're on the second floor. But that won't save us if it's stink. Well, anyway.
So yes, that's mine.
That's a good one.
Sinkholes.
Ring, Val, Lenny, or Cousin Obs?
I have two fears.
Okay. Share one.
One that I guess I grew out of, which is, I guess, common. I had an irrational fear of the end of dark hallways.
That's a good one. I haven't really
Like-
heard that.
like-
I've heard of fear of the dark, but specifically fear of the end of dark hallways. That's a
Yes.
good one.
So my house is a small house, right? But it's a little hallway that usually the end has no light. And I remember growing up that I would literally sit in the living room and not go down the hallway because I was just terrified of what could be there. I knew what was there,
Kukui.
but yeah, kukui. You know, I had a fear at that. And the other fear, I guess,
When you were a kid, real quick, did you ever like have to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and you just run through the house turning on all the lights? 'Cause I used to do that shit.
yeah, I used to think sometimes too when I was staying at my aunt's house that because we would live over on the north side near Sea Road, and I always thought, you know, because it was dark out there back then, and I always thought like, what if aliens are out there watching from outside?
Aliens.
No, like serious.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's just like
You know, what if they're just waiting out there for me to go close to the door, to open the door and just take me? That was my big fear. I guess the other fear I have is I guess what everybody has, you know, the usual fear of dying alone and stuff like that. But I think those were the big two ones for
the
me.
fear of dark hallways. That's definitely something I hadn't heard before. Sinkholes, countering somebody at a in a hallway or a sidewalk. Val, Cousin Obs.
Carcinophobia.
What is that? I don't know.
Fear of cancer.
Yeah, it makes sense. Carcinogenic, carcinophobia. I honestly, my first thought
Or
was maybe like
cancerophobia.
fear of poison or something.
Cousin Ops?
The
Nick!
has he left us?
I think he went
What's
dark.
Hello.
Yes.
Eh?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. So, fears or phobias that you may have that you feel are uncommon or out of the ordinary.
I feel like my fears are really common. Like heights are terrifying, but you know, I've been on planes, so you know.
You don't have anything
Get
like
over
that you kind of think is like a little weird, that, or you think, man, I bet nobody else is scared of this, or nobody else gets worried about this, or anything like that.
No,
Tell us your deepest, darkest fears.
I mean,
Tell
they
us
just
what
use them
scares you.
against me.
Okay,
Tell us
Hammer.
Tell us what keeps you up at night. Tell us
I
your
have a
secrets.
rational fear of death. No, I think everyone fears death. I'm really trying to think of something. I don't know. Spiders don't freak me out until I see them. I don't know.
Darn it.
That's why I was quiet. I was trying to think.
Oh. How about a fear
I
of
was looking things up, honestly.
a fear of vampire fairies?
No,
have
that's
one.
just stupid.
I mean, there's vampire zombies.
Well, these like little fairies. They're like tiny little fairies, like Tinkerbell, but they'll come and they'll suck your blood.
Temporary topic change. Okay, so I remember, just as I said that, there was a movie that I thought I enjoyed, even though it's a scary movie, and Val can tell you I do not like scary movies.
He has an active imagination.
And the way you say it. Anyways,
I know. I also have another one for Ring too.
what?
It's iatrophobia.
Huh?
Fear of going to the doctor of doctors.
Oh man, everybody has that. A lot of people
Well,
have.
him especially.
That's a common fear. I have a fear of going to the
It's
doctor.
like-
I'm one of those old-fashioned Hispanic people. It's like, no, I'm not gonna go to the doctor because if I do, they're gonna find something.
And if they find something to do with power.
Better to wake up dead.
Yes, it's better to wake up dead. It's like every Hispanic family has that one tia, that one aunt that doesn't ever go to the hospital. She coughs up blood and she shows it to you on a tissue and she's like, look, mijo, I'm dying. Tia, go to the hospital. No, because if I go, they'll find something.
Anyways, back to the subject at hand. So, anyways, I don't like scary movies, right? But there was one movie that I watched with Val. It was actually a quite interesting take on the zombie breed, because usually we see either the Romero zombies or different variations, virus or infection or fungal, like The Last of Us.
Right. The rage zombie.
Right.
Are you talking about World War Z?
No. Stateland.
Stakeland?
Oh, I love that movie.
That sounds like a delicious restaurant.
And that's a vampire
it's-
movie.
It's a new take on the zombie in a way that zombies are not
It's
traditional,
not
like
zombie.
slow-moving or fast-moving zombies. They're
Stateland
vampire
is not
zombies.
zombie. It's a vampire.
Yeah. It has vampire-like infection abilities.
By definition, aren't zombies vampires? Topic for
Zombies-
in the future. Topic for the future: a debate on whether or not vampires qualify as zombies because they're
No,
undead.
because zombies
we
are...
will not discuss it now.
It's important to know what I'm talking about right now, you idiot.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow. See, I have not insulted you. Don't be a jackass.
I am. Okay, I apologize.
Fine.
Anyways.
Jackass.
So the thing is that the zombies in this particular film take on a different product. Instead of being traditional zombies that eat your brains or whatever, right? These zombies, first off, cannot come out during the day. They had that vulnerability, and they do have some degree of intelligence, and the way they eat is they do the blood sucking and stuff like that. And the movie is brutal because it, at a certain point in the film early on, it goes so far as being an infant killed that way, which I thought was pretty different for most of those movies anyway.
Yeah.
Because most zombie films, they don't show children being killed or anything of that nature. They're pretty tame. Would you agree, Val?
I would agree that you need to stop calling them zombies.
Okay. Well, the vamps. But later in
There
the
is
film,
a scene in there where they killed a pregnant woman.
yes.
Call them
So-
vampombies
I'm sorry, I'm late to the party. What's the name of this movie?
or
Stateland.
zompires. Zompires.
Stateland.
Stakeland?
Zompires.
Yeah.
That's the bit. Call them
You-
zompires.
And there's a
Hobbs,
second
you would like
movie
that
out.
movie. You would. I don't like scary movies, but I felt like this was very watchable. At a certain point, a human does get infected a certain way, and he becomes a super vamp, where he actually retains his personality and his intelligence, but has become a higher level of that vampire / zombie.
Interesting.
Stop calling them
And
zombies,
it throws a
zombies.
whole new
They are
spin.
literally called vampires in that movie.
Whatever.
Oh my
Vampombies
Vampombies. Yeah.
or
No,
zampires.
oh my god. If I could
Either
do this
way,
in my
though,
house, you would fuck out of here
It,
right now.
it does put a bit of a mix between the two subtypes. And I thought it was very well done. But definitely, Hobbs, you should definitely watch that one.
Yeah,
They
check it
had
out.
it on Netflix. I don't know if they have it anymore.
I'll look it up.
One day I will control the population of the butterflies.
No.
Oh,
But it's like kind of apocalypse. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher like apocalypse.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. But it really is good.
Mhm.
Even the Book of Eli is really good, but it's not like vampire.
That's a decent movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I
I
like that
like
movie a lot. Oh,
I finally seen it like a month or two ago.
oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that's-
really.
That's a
Hey.
really good movie.
Anybody see or plan to see Rambo?
1 second. I just remembered it's the clown from Scooby Doo. That thing was terrifying. I don't even care about clowns, but that one was
Let's see who it was.
Fucking
Oh,
freaky.
it was
Oh
Old
my
Man
God.
Rivers.
What is he talking about? What's the clown from Scooby-Doo?
the fear.
Oh my god!
Look at that thing. It's fucking terrifying.
Oh my god! I was like, what is he talking about? I'm lost, and I knew I was
That clown.
Oh
That fucking clown, man. Fuck Pennywise. That thing was terrifying.
yeah, yeah.
That's an
Right
evil looking clown.
Yeah. All right, well, that's mine. So
There. Well, thank you. just been sitting in like in your room, just kind of like, man, what
I've
am
been
I
waiting,
afraid of?
waiting for my moment.
What am I afraid of? I'm afraid of that fucking thing. Dobbs has this weird mask thing.
That's cool.
That thing's creepy.
Whatever.
It's the Babadook Zombadook.
I used to have this zombie mask I would torment my nephew with. Like, I would walk past my sister's living room window, and he would sit on the couch, and I would just stare at him, and he would, like, bust out crying. Yeah, I loved it. It was my way of tormenting him.
You know what has a bit of a scary theme? SCP. Secure, Contain, Protect. My son has been obsessed with that particular genre.
There's a game on that, I think. Maybe we should try it.
There's several games that are out there, and some are free. So we can do that for Halloween.
Halloween. That's definitely something.
I will say that I think a lot of SCP is based on scary creepypasta.
Yep.
And some of the themes transition over quite well. One of the more absurd ones is SCP-173, which
is memorized.
Look, when you have a 7-year-old, constantly
He's
talking
obsessed
about,
with
yeah. And SCP-173 is a creature that is shaped in a form of a peanut. Now, and then has like a bit of a bloody outline for his mouth and has green eyes. It's pretty gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about SCP-173 is that you have to maintain eye contact on the creature at all times. So, because if you take your eye off of it, right, if nobody's looking at it, it teleports or moves very fast to get behind the closest person and then snap their neck.
What?
It has murderous intent. It's a
Yeah.
simple creature, but it has just that design. It doesn't know where it comes from. All it knows is the only way
a murderous, neck-snapping, teleporting peanut with blood
But they're
lips.
not all murderous. There's actually a couple good ones.
What?
The Jello one, the slime one, where it gives you hugs and you feel better.
He's trying to eat person now. Take the head off.
You even told me about it.
I'm lost.
What is Donovan talking about? Ew.
Okay, what are you talking about, son?
The
What about him?
Sometimes SCP-173 could get these higher than people.
Who are the D personnel, though?
Take the head off.
Right, but who are D personnel? Are they like imprisoned people that are just doing the work, right? And they're yes. So D-class are people who are like prisoners and stuff like that, and they have them do labor throughout the facility wherever these monsters are being contained. And typically they are in the room with the creature while cleaning it, but because someone has to maintain eye contact, 2 out of 3 of those personnel must always keep an eye on it to maintain where it's at, because blinking also counts as loss of eye contact.
Wow.
Yeah. So if something were to happen, say for example in the game he plays, the facility experiences a failure and that can cause a blackout of the lights, that's loss of eye contact. And that results in him going around snapping necks.
people's necks.
Yeah. There's some other very creepy things which
Like SCP-682.
682.
Destroy one tile.
Yeah, he's a big lizard that basically destroys things. But there's also ones that check this out. There's one SCP that uses a mask, right? And
SCP-649, the Plague Doctor.
yes. Well, there's another one. But anyways, the mask is held in a container, right? And the container is supposed to be sealed through a certain method, otherwise it'll use acid to come through. But if the mask gets out, it will lure the closest person to put it on. And what it'll do is the mask will gradually destroy the person over time. But before the person dies, the mask will search for a new host.
So it's like a head crab.
Yes. Except worse because it's actually killing the host. And that's just an example of some of the other ones. There's also one where an SCP where it is a bag of potatoes. And this bag of potatoes, if you go into the bag of potatoes, is an infinite amount of potatoes in that bag that does not stop. So you can go through
So why is there world hunger then?
Yes.
Potatoes are very versatile.
But it cannot be used that way because what it does is it lures you to go into the bag. But then it doesn't kill you, but you
Live in a land of potatoes?
yeah. And no matter how far you get, no matter where you go,
Somebody was on a psycho acid trip when they came up with this, man.
Hey, yeah, that's SCP-173 right there.
The funky peanut.
Yeah. But I'm thinking though, just to finish it up, like I said, do a couple of games in SCP to do for Halloween. Because a lot of the creatures in the game are horror based.
Well, since you know more about that than I do, because I've heard of it, but I don't know much. I'll let you do like an FCP section or something during our shoot the shits for Halloween. Yeah, that's not, I mean that's fine. I don't know much about it.
I don't know much either, but I'm definitely willing to learn more about it.
Yeah.
Donovan can educate you well.
Well, I got nothing else.
Anybody?
Y'all need to settle down.
No.
Oh, yeah. Anyone else have anything to share or want to put on the table?
Oh, the Demogorgon's gonna be out for Dead by Daylight. Sorry.
I saw that. Yes, the Demogorgon from Stranger Things is gonna be on Dead by Daylight. So, Val, quick thing. For Halloween, nothing but horror games. So if you're gonna stream something, stream Dead by Daylight or Dead by Dawn and Dead in the Sack or something.
Well,
I'll just stream
see what my
Solaris just
computer
to
will
piss you
handle.
off.
If
No,
not, I
you do
will
not.
be doing through my PS4.
Okay.
Awesome. Sounds good.
I think that's pretty much it.
All right, are you smooth listeners out there? This has been the one,
No.
the
No.
only. Wow.
No porno
Oh,
voice.
wow. That was, man, the people downstairs are gonna be pissed.
That was me being assertive, sir.
No, that was you being loud and stupid. Anyway,
Talk about the people downstairs, and you do that.
I don't know what did I do? What was that?
Anyways, moving on. I think we're
Nothing.
getting
You
ready-
just caught the board right there on your way back down.
It's my wallet.
I think we're getting ready to
My
wrap
way
this
back down.
episode up. Definitely have some stuff lined up for October.
Yes. So, hopefully, like I said, if everything went well, you enjoyed yesterday's Fallback Friday. Thank you for tuning in to our Shoot the Shit Saturday, the first one in 2 weeks. The first one since our anniversary, Shoot the Shit, actually, our live Shoot the Shit. I've been Espionage DB7.
I've been ringleaders.
Ringleaders what?
I want to say my Steam ID by mistake, but whatever. Anyways, I am the fabulous, amazing ringleader.
Obviously 2003.
Valkyrie Grinder.
I don't remember what my name is, but
You
it's
don't-
on Saturday.
Okay,
it's my
Lenny,
birthday.
you don't have a name.
So hey,
Anyways, it's been a pleasant Shoot the Shit Saturday. Hope you all hear from us next week, and have a great day.
Tune in for sure October 1st, because starting October 1st, we're going to have some stuff lined up.
Way to ruin the clothes.
I'm telling them to tune in on October 1st.
I was the end cap. That was the point of the end of the video.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and most of all, settle down.
No.
Never.
Good night.